like to call to order the July 10th, 2023 regular meeting of the Board of Education for Homewood School District 153. Roll call, please.
Mr. Booth, Mrs. Marks,
Here.
Mrs. Bethay, Mr. Schmidt,
Here.
Mr. Zinnerman,
Here.
Mrs. Havighorst, Mr. Bosch,
Here.
4 present.
Thank you. We have approval of minutes from the public hearing of June 12th, 2023, the regular board meeting of June 12th, 2023, and executive session minutes from from all of 23, from fiscal year 23. Are there any additions or corrections to any of those sets of minutes? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Madam President, we are going to be in need of a secretary, and I would like to nominate myself for that role. Want to take the steam out of anybody else? If
I'll second that.
anybody wants the position, they can have it. If not, I'm willing
I'll
to step
second.
in.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Well done. Well played.
I knew it was coming, so.
Okay.
It comes so bad. Alex, you okay over there? You feeling all right?
Good enough. Not yet.
We have future dates.
Yes, this week marks the midway point of summer, believe it or not, summer vacation. So we're about 5.5 weeks in, and school resumes in about 5.5 weeks. So we are busy. The 12-month employees are busy working on projects to get ready for the school year. I do want to point out new staff orientation is August 14th through the 17th. That's where we welcome all of our new hires and teach them about our district. And then our staff will officially report on August 21st, and our students on Wednesday, August 23rd. So, right around the corner.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any presentations tonight?
There are none.
And is there anyone in the audience who has come to address the board on any items that are not on tonight's agenda? And we do not have any responses because we have not had any questions or concerns. Any board members have any reports tonight?
Finance and Property met, and we talked about a couple things that are on tonight's agenda. We talked about the dean's assistant position at Willow, and we talked about the need for a new auditor. So those are a couple items that are on the agenda tonight.
Great, thank you. We have the superintendent's report.
Yeah, a couple of things. This past week, I had the honor of being the MC for the community band concert at Irwin Park. And I bring that up not because of me, but because of the conductor. And our very own Matt Johnson has been the director of the community band program for the last 4 years. And if you're not aware, this is the 58th year of the community band program, so it's well established in our community, and Matt has done a wonderful job leading that. This will be his last year as coordinator of that program, and he got a really, really nice card from the band and round of applause, though. They're very appreciative of his efforts, and he did a wonderful job. And I know Shelley was there in the audience, and lots of people were, but it was a beautiful night, and I just wanted to thank Matt for doing that the last 4 years. And then also, you're aware we completed our strategic planning process, and just wanted all of you to know that ADCO will be meeting in the next couple of weeks to begin the process of putting action plans in place. And look forward to updating all of you in a year with the outcome of that. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Oh yes, yeah, and big news from the world of baseball. So last night, Major League Baseball held its annual draft, and a former James Hart student and recent Homewood Flossmoor graduate was drafted in the first round of the Major League Baseball draft. So Dylan Head, who was a Panther and again just graduated from HF, was selected by the San Diego Padres in the first round. So he is a great athlete, obviously, but a wonderful person as well. I remember when Dylan was a student here, we selected him as one of our 2 students that we took to the Illinois Principals Association student breakfast. And, you know, so he's been on the road to success for some time, but a fine young man, a very good student, and a great person, so we're excited for him.
Great stuff. Picked up today.
Yeah.
I gotta look and see, is that an HF, or is that James Kirk?
I didn't see.
I don't remember the name. Do you remember the name?
Graduated in 2020.
He was a HF 2020 grad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I don't know if he was also.
Would make sense if he was about
Yeah, absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Two, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not aware, but I will certainly
I
check.
saw the name and I meant
Okay, thanks.
All right. We have several consent agenda items. The first is to authorize the chief school business official to pay the usual and customary bills for August 2023. Any questions on those? It's not August yet. We have a personnel report tonight.
Yes, you can see in your packets, summer is a very busy time with personnel, and there's always movement, people who are leaving us for other positions, most notably those that might be closer to home or professional advancements for them. So we're excited for those individuals. Sad that they're leaving us, but excited for them in the next phase of their career. And then you can see there are a few reassignments as we have kind of a domino effect of positions. People will move into new positions. Yeah, so those are the highlights on the personnel report.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions on the personnel report? All right. We need to approve the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the consent agenda items as presented in items 7A and 7B.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes.
All ayes.
Motion carries. We have 4 action items tonight. The first is the second payment of June 2023 bills and the first payment of July 2023 bills. Any questions on the bills? Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education authorize the second payment of June 2023 bills and the first payment, of July 2023 bills in an amount not to exceed $5,645, let me get that, I missed that, $5,645,341.77.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes.
All ayes.
Motion carries. We need to approve the contract with WIPFLI for the fiscal year 23 audit.
Yes, so I'm excited to have in our audience this evening Dr. Trimberger, who's our new CSPO. Dr. Gibson retired, and Eric has taken over, and it's been nice having him in the office and working with him this week. Finance and Property met, and again, Alex and Ron are both members of that committee. But one of the items that we talked about, as Alex had alluded, was the need for a new auditor. And the reason for that, the past 3 years, we've used RSM. RSM is slowly moving out of the school auditing business as it's not proving profitable enough for them. So they're going to focus on private sector contracts, which was kind of a last-minute notification to us, which forced us to find an auditor kind of last minute. So Dr. Gibson, prior to his retirement, was able to locate this company, pronounced Whipflea, odd name, but that's the auditor name, and we're excited to get a contract into place and have them complete our audit for next year. It's a 1-year contract, and so obviously Dr. Trimberger will be searching for a successor at the end of the FY23 audit. It might be the same company, it might be a different company, but that's the reason for the change.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the superintendent that the board approve the contract with Whipflea for the FY23 audit.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Zinnerman?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes.
All ayes.
Motion carries. We have a new bike program at James Hart.
Yes, so as you're aware, last year, for the first time, we had a new bike program at Willow School. Good Speed Bikes, the local bicycle shop, has been very good in working with us, and they were the ones that brought the bikes to Willow. And essentially the idea is to get kindergartners to learn how to ride a bike at a young age. And so Jody Klein, one of our PE teachers at Willow, graciously took that initiative under, and it's been a huge success. A lot of kids learning to ride, and Jody has really enjoyed that as well. Matt Simodi, one of our James Hart PE teachers, learned about a grant opportunity from a company in California, and he submitted what he thought to be a long shot application to receive bikes here at James Hart, and he was notified about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, that we were one of 55 schools in the country to be selected for this program. So we will be receiving at no cost 30 mountain bikes, 30 helmets, and then Matt is being flown to California for 3 days of training for this program. And we look forward to having a bike program here at James Hart. Much the same idea, getting kids to ride. We have, Matt's vision for this is twofold. A, to teach as part of the PE curriculum, but also to have an after-school club down the road which would perform maintenance on the bikes, so getting kids to learn how to maintain bikes, but then also the possibility of using Isaac Walton as a riding spot for the club. So great news, and again, all the credit to Matt Simodi for taking the initiative, and we're excited to be able to offer this to our kids as well.
Awesome. Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the superintendent that the board approve the contract between Holman School District and Outride effective August 2023 to June 2026.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes.
All ayes.
Motion carries. I want to add, I just think it's great that we can give kids different opportunities to be active and to be active outside, because they need all the opportunities they can get. And I'm so excited about this.
I'd also point out, before we move to the next agenda item, Matt reached out to Goodspeed to see what part of the bikes get shipped from California, but they arrive not in a riding condition. Yeah, they have to be assembled. And so Matt reached out to Goodspeed to see if they would be willing to assist us in assembling the bikes, and they were, again, very gracious to say yes. So,
Awesome.
so thank you again to a local business, Goodspeed, for their partnership in helping our kids learn how to ride.
Dr. McAllister, will you try out the first bike that's assembled?
Absolutely. And I need to learn. I need to learn.
I'll join you.
Yeah.
No, ride it, no.
What is that a statement of, Ron?
All right. We have employment.
Yes, I wanted to give a lot of credit to our administrative team for the hiring that's taken place. We've had numerous discussions about the challenges of finding quality employees these days. It's just a tight job market everywhere, particularly so, I think, in education. And so you can see here a list of several people who are being recommended for employment. And again, we're excited to bring them on board and welcome them to the 153 team. Jesse Jones, a custodian, Donna Hayes, a library assistant at Churchill, Ladera Crow, a 6th grade special ed teacher, Nicole Weezy, a psychologist at Willow, Madeline Bootsbach, a speech pathologist at Willow, Sandra Turner, a one-to-one assistant at Willow, Sandra Ledesma, special education teacher at Churchill, Katia Soto, a nurse at Willow School, Ryan Murph, supervisor at Churchill, Eugene Jones, a supervisor at Willow, Jasmine Allen, a supervisor at Churchill, and the last name that I want to mention is somebody who is in attendance with us this evening. So Shanice Blue, CC Blue, has been a parent in our district for several years, and I first got to know CC when her oldest came through, and she's here with 2 of her youngest, right? So we're excited to have CC here in attendance, and more excited to be able to officially offer her the position of Assistant Director of Student Support Services. So Melanie Mandy-Sodza interviewed several candidates, and this is a really, really big position for us. It's an incredibly important part of the school district, and Melanie does a wonderful job, but it's quite simply more than one person can handle. So we are excited to bring CC on board and welcome her to the 153 family as an employee. So,
Well, Any questions on the employment report? Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation of the administration that the Board of Education approve the employment of Jesse Jones effective July 5th, 2023, and Shanice Blue, Deon Hayes, Ladara Caro, Nicole Veazey, Madeline Bushbach, Sandra Turner, Sandra Ledesma, and Katie Soto effective August 21st, 2023, and Ryan Murph, Eugene Jones, and Jasmine Allen effective August 23rd, 2023, upon the terms recommended by the superintendent, conditioned only upon receipt of a satisfactory criminal background report and upon receipt no later than August 1st, 2023, of evidence of proper legal qualifications for the position to be filled.
Before there's a second, I think you said Cece started August 21st and she starts August 7th. On mine.
Yeah, no, you're right, it's listed, oh,
Yeah, the effective date is at the bottom, the recommended action is a little bit different.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so we're good.
We'll go with
Okay.
that. August 7th.
obviously, okay.
Okay, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman?
Yes.
Mr. Bosch?
Yes.
Mrs. Marks?
Yes,
All ayes.
motion carries. We have first reading of new revised policies.
Yes, so in June, the board formally approved the press recommendations. I don't want to get technical. Press issues 110 and 111, so these come out quarterly, every 3 months. The School Board Association recommends changes to policy based on recent court decisions. So those were approved in June, and now we have the latest quarterly because we're brand new to Press Plus. Now, these are the first reading of the newest recommended policy changes. So again, we are not voting on these this evening. They will be voted on in August, but please take time to look through there. It's not as extensive as the previous set, and most of these are simply 5-year updates that come as part of our standard policy review. So, yes, so enjoyable reading.
Thank you,
Yep,
thank you. Kind of like a sleep.
exactly.
Mr. Secretary, is there any written communication to the board?
There is none.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right.
Thank you.